What's up, wrestling fans? And you are tuned into State of the WWE, if you can believe it, episode 45. My name is Joe Cronin for the 45th episode of State of the WWE, joined alongside by Dead on Dave, the Dead on Dave on YouTube, his channel. Go subscribe to him as well. My co-host, taking over for Chris Tosevich about 30-something episodes ago. State of the WWE episode 45. I am a little drunk right now. Please bear with me. We just had an amazing monetize this, and now we're recording State of the WWE 45. Dave.
Yes, sir.
John Cena is not injured.
Yeah, it looks like he's not injured. Yeah.
Good, right? I mean, it's sort of. Some people are clapping.
No, I don't want him to get it. I never cheer for victory or for injuries. You know?
I don't want someone to be hurt, even if I don't like him.
No, that's never good. Especially a guy like John Cena who does carry so much of the load, for good or bad. People can hate on John Cena all they want, but he works his ass off. He represents WWE in so many different ways. So yeah, absolutely. There's no friggin' way I want to see anybody, including him, get hurt. Yeah,
there's no way. I mean, even if I don't like John Cena, even if I have been, I mean, you go back to the ECW pay-per-view. Ow, fuck.
What'd you do?
Oh boy. Oh God, that's bleeding.
Oh no, you stabbed. What'd you do?
I went to push off the carpet forward to push myself up in the seat because I was laying backwards in the seat. And I went to push myself forward. And I pushed on a card that had fallen on the floor, and the card slipped, so it acted like ice. So instead of pushing on the carpet to lift myself up to sit straight up, the card just slid across the carpet with my foot and slammed it right into the corner of a wooden edge of the table. And my foot is bleeding everywhere.
Are you okay?
Well, no, I'm bleeding everywhere. But
I need you to be John Cena and suck it up and fucking continue the match.
I don't care. I really don't care that I'm bleeding right now. I'm honest.
Put a sock on it. You're good.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Put a sock on that fucking thing, dude.
So what were we talking about? So
John Cena.
Okay, so John Cena. So you're seeing reports that he's not actually hurt? He's not actually, I don't know, it's saying that he's not actually hurt. I don't think it's too soon. I think we have to wait. But what I want to say is, even back, I would say in 2006, my most visceral, Cena time was 2006 when the ECW TakeOver, whatever the fuck was happening in Philly.
The RVD match?
Yeah, the RVD match when Edge came out and speared him so RVD could win the WWE title. Yeah,
if Cena wins, we riot thing.
Exactly, yeah.
That was crazy.
I was so mad at him at that time.
John Cena became the John Cena that we know now. It was building, but the John Cena that we are now with all the craziness, he was born that night.
Really? You think so?
I do. I believe that. I really do.
Because I hated him for another 4 years. I absolutely hated him. It's only in the last year that I've felt he's contributing now.
Yeah.
I thought he was garbage up until
I don't know about that. I think that's a little unfair to him. I think the things that he did with Edge was Edge and Cena is going to go down as a top 10 feud, man.
I didn't like that feud at all. I hated it.
Really? It's a great feud. Him and CM Punk, too. The Summer of Punk, all of that. And Tommy's calling me, of course. Babe, get the phone.
Oh, now he calls. He hangs up during the monetize this. But get him on the phone.
Get the phone!
I thought you were talking.
I am talking. Don't give it to me. Tell him I'm doing a show.
No. Put him on the air. Let's talk to him.
Give me the phone.
Let's talk to him. It's State of the WWE. Let's talk to him. I don't care.
All right, you're on State of the WWE.
What?
You're on State of the WWE with Joe Cronin and me.
No, I thought you were done. It's been fucking hours.
Well, yeah, Joe just called me and said, hey, you want to do State of the WWE? And I said, yeah. He's like, I'm drunk and I just had sex. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, hey, so the Summer of Punk, yeah, I get that. Tommy C, we hung up on him. Summer of Punk. But I don't know why. Maybe I have to go back and watch it, but at the time I hated it. I hated Edge and Cena. I don't remember any of it.
I loved Edge and Cena. I really did. I can't even begin to say that I didn't. And I liked a lot of the stuff that he did in between, like the DX stuff where he took on Triple H, took on Shawn Michaels.
How did you like that? Why? I hated that.
I liked that match because Shawn shot on him in the middle of the match. That's great. Cena's not fucking selling the leg injury, and Shawn Michaels starts screaming at him in the middle of the match, calling him an idiot. It was great.
Wow. Adrian Gomez's power went. I hope it comes back.
Yes, absolutely.
But no, I didn't like him. My memorable Cena moments are. I'll tell you all my memories of Cena right now. Seriously. Back when he did the thugonomics thing, I stopped watching wrestling because I couldn't deal with it. I hated it.
Really?
I turned it off. I was like, "That's it. I'm done."
Some people want thugonomics to come back.
I remember that. I was like, "This is stupid." I was like, "I get what they're doing. Yeah, he's like The Rock, but he's white and he's a rapper. Yeah, stupid." And I turned it off. And then he wrestled Triple H at WrestleMania 22, and I was insanely pulling for Triple H. And then when Cena won, I was just enraged. And that was the moment right there. WrestleMania 22 for me. When he lost, when Cena beat Triple H, I was already enraged by him, but I was really enraged by him at that point. And then that's when the Edge stuff came up after that, and I hated it. I hated him. I hated it. So I remember...
I was just so into Edge, man. I was so into what he was doing at the time.
I liked Edge. I like Edge, but I didn't like him that much, but I like Edge. But I really hated the thugonomics. I really hated the Triple H WrestleMania 22. I remember throwing stuff that night. And then I remember the ECW thing where Randy Orton punched the fan punched Randy Orton in the shoulder and then he like intimidated him.
Yeah.
And then Cena gave it up to RVD. I thought that was cool. And then that's it. And then basically I remember the last few years, the last 2 or 3 years.
To your point, and to be completely fair, there's no question. I feel we are getting the best John Cena that we've ever got.
It's donation time, baby.
Let's do this!
Twitter account at C_Hawk1994 has the video of what is said to be when Cena got injured. Again.
Oh.
We've seen it. We've seen the video.
We have seen it, actually. We did see it, Moshmaster D. I appreciate it, though. Thank you for continuing to donate.
Yeah.
Moshmaster D, the video on Twitter at C_Hawkins1994.
It looks really innocuous. I mean, the move that people are saying that he got hurt on, but it is kind of, it's a little worrisome that he's grabbing his neck and his nose, and that's what the doctors are checking on.
Yeah.
But especially because he has a history of both of those things. More than likely, it's just something with his nose. If I had to guess, that's what it is.
I'm certain his nose hurts him. I'm certain that nose and that bridge, and every time he smacks his head or neck, that nose or something in the middle of his face hurts.
I've broken my nose 4 times.
I have never broken it.
And it's a nightmare.
I can't imagine it.
I was so shocked at how good he looked just a week later when he showed up on Tough Enough, or a week or 2 later, whatever it was. He showed up on Tough Enough, and he looked fine. Like that's unbelievable. That type of a break, his eyes should have been black. I believe he might be immortal or something because I don't understand how he looked normal. Plastic surgery is one thing, but holy fuck, even that makes you swell. There was no swelling. He looked fine.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And that was a shattering of a nose. So I don't know. He can't be feeling great, though.
No. He's got to be feeling terrible. But I don't know. There you go. That's Cena. Never really cared. But I would say the last.
We don't want him to get hurt.
The best thing that's happened right now, I don't want him to get hurt. There was a time when I did. I mean, seriously.
He was your Brett Favre. That's how I was with Brett Favre.
I'm not joking. Like, I didn't want him to be like. I didn't want anything to be like career threatening or life threatening. Nothing like that.
You just want him to go away.
I just wanted him to go away. If that means leg injury, get the fuck out. And he did over the last 3 years. He had 1 or 2 injuries that set him out for a little while. Yeah. And I clapped each time. I could not stand him.
I don't have that much hatred for the man.
I don't now.
I get why some people do, but I've just never had that much hatred.
No, I just wanted him out of there. Get the fuck off my TV. But the last year, I haven't felt that way. He's been viable the last year.
Yeah, he's been so good.
And especially when this U.S. thing started. With this U.S. title, when that started, you have me. You've got me with him with that.
It really is not just him, though. It's the talent that he's working with. He's arguably working with the best level of talent he has maybe ever. I mean, pretty damn close. I mean, even Triple H and Shawn Michaels and guys that he was working with at the time, Edge, it was all later in their career. He's working with guys in their goddamn prime, man. And it's awesome. It really is.
With Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens, it's just amazing. If you
Cesaro,
you put Batista and Randy Orton, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, It's these matchups that are making me exciting. And it goes the same in the women's division. It's just now they're starting to finally focus on single competition. And now the tease that Charlotte might be cashing in her number one contendership before Nikki Bella breaks the record. There's a whole new level of intrigue now.
Wouldn't it be great if they could figure out when that like I don't know what the time is, even if they
got the Bellatron, they've been showing it.
But even really? I know that, but I don't know what it says. But what's the seconds count? Because what if if it was around the time that you could do a pay-per-view, if you could have it like counting like down, like, oh, there's like an hour left. You know what I mean? She's in the ring and she loses it.
The way that it's sorting out is the Monday coming up right before the pay-per-view. The Monday right before it is 1 day before she breaks the record. So it kind of works out that way. That Monday Night Raw will be literally within 24 hours of her breaking that record, and I think they're gonna pull the belt off of her. I really do. I think Charlotte's gonna win the belt.
I thought that they were gonna put the belt on Charlotte first, and that is true. But I thought that they would do it like at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I
just don't think that I don't think that streak means as much as we might have thought it did. I don't think they care that much about taking it off AJ. I really don't.
It's weird that they keep mentioning AJ, so that makes me think they don't.
It's intrigued.
Because if they aren't, but I gotta believe they're taking that streak. I think Charlotte's gonna lose the first match, and it's gonna be bullshit, and then she'll go again. But in my opinion, I have a tough time with this because, in my opinion, you have to get Charlotte in there. You got to get Charlotte in. But in my opinion, my other opinion is, I think Nikki Bella is the female John Cena.
In a lot of ways. And even though, of course, Charlotte's a great wrestler. Of course, Sasha Banks is, I think, the best women's wrestler, the biggest draw there is. And in fact, you saw some people booing Charlotte the other day. And some of those people were noobs who didn't know anything. And some of those people might have been Sasha Banks fans. I don't know. But Nikki Bella, even though she is somewhat limited, although she's improved a lot. She's improved by leaps and bounds over the last year.
I love her as a heel now. I really do. Even though the other women are better wrestlers all around and everything, Nikki Bella is good now. I buy her as a heel with the belt.
My only criticism of that is the fact that it's the same gimmick that her and Brie always had. It's no different than it was before.
I think it's a little turned up now.
It's a little turned up because of the belt and because of her new look and everything, because the boobs and stuff. She just looks smoking hot all the time. Here's the thing this is how I would do it. And I don't know if this is a good idea, but this is just the way that I see it in my head going.
Yeah.
Charlotte takes the belt off her a day before she breaks the streak. That way you give us a huge Raw moment going into it's the go home show, essentially. So you have that huge moment. Then you sell the rematch at Night of Champions. And then Nikki loses again to Charlotte. Charlotte's the undisputed, she's the man, And then you have some kind of a turn with Paige or Becky, and then you have that rivalry. Then you have Sasha waiting in the wings. WrestleMania, Sasha, Charlotte for the title. Take my fucking money, WWE. Because you don't give away Charlotte and Sasha before Mania. You start that feud like the night after Royal Rumble, and then you let that fucking thing go. But at WrestleMania, they go for it.
I'm really concerned, though, because of Nikki's pull in the back and Nikki's status in the back. Are we not concerned that she's not going to be like, fuck no, I'm not going to be the champion at WrestleMania. I didn't sign on again to be like some afterthought.
I am worried about that mainly because of Total Divas. As long as that exists, everything is in jeopardy. The Divas Revolution is in jeopardy because of Total Divas.
Yeah, because in my opinion, the way if I was if I took away the wrestling fan in me, and I was just a WWE businessman, I would say no. Nikki Bella's gonna break AJ's record, then she'll go to WrestleMania and she'll wrestle Charlotte or Sasha or whoever. And I think what you'll see, if you're smart, if I'm a WWE businessman, what I do is I keep Nikki Bella happy because I'm going to give her the streak. I'm going to give her the most days ever as Divas champion. It's going to make Nikki happy. Then I'm going to give her Charlotte, who she'll beat. But I'm going to get that match, and I'm going to get to see it. I'm also, over the course of the next few months, going to give Nikki Bella Paige. I'm going to give her Sasha Banks. And then we're going to go in the back and we're going to say, okay, we saw Sasha Banks against Nikki. We saw Charlotte against Nikki. We saw Paige against Nikki. We saw whatever. Who is the one? Who's the challenger for the title at WrestleMania? And then, we're going to say, fucking probably Sasha is probably going to be the one. And that's it. We're going to make a decision on there who takes the belt from Nikki at WrestleMania. However, as you know, I know you're thinking now, the best wrestling match that we could get at WrestleMania would involve Charlotte, Sasha, and anybody but Nikki Bella and someone worse.
Well, I think it's the biggest draw. Keeping Nikki as champion is not a draw. I don't feel it's drawing anything.
Okay.
I don't think there's a payoff there.
I put up a vote, Sasha or Nikki Bella on Google+. It's got 400 votes, and I sent it to only WWE fans, not my fans, WWE fans. And Sasha is winning 60% to 40%.
Yeah.
But I think that Nikki Bella, almost has as many votes as Sasha in a way, 20% off.
But if you add the other girls to that, if you just add Charlotte to that, I think Nikki's numbers are going to go way down.
I think that Sasha wins number 1. I think Nikki might get number 2, and Sasha.
I don't know.
I think Charlotte might get number 3, and then Becky Lynch and Paige would be next after that.
I don't know. I guess I'm speaking more of just so much of myself here, is just how tired I am of seeing Nikki, because I felt she was really improving, and then lately I just haven't seen anything out of her, and I'm tired of the same thing. She loses, and then she goes to the ramp and holds her title up. She does the exact same thing every week. I can't take it anymore.
Moshmaster D says, "Oh no, Joe, keep this up. I'll take my votes back." Mosh, what do you mean?
And a reversal of the decision. The winner of Monetize This.
Yeah.
And no.
Oh yeah. Moshmaster D, dude, I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean.
You're championing of Nikki Bella. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, I don't like Nikki Bella. I don't like Nikki Bella. You've
Sounds
got me.
like it.
No, you've got me confused. I am dead serious. You've got me confused.
No, I know what you're talking about.
I am not talking as me. As Joe Cronin, I want Sasha Banks versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. Or Paige. Unfortunately for me, it's weird because back in the day when Paige became the NXT champion, I was applauding like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. I was so behind Paige, and I don't know why this is, but
she's gotten boring.
She's sort of fallen off a little bit.
It's because of the talent she was around for so long. We've now put her in that mold, and it's unfair to her, but that's where we put her.
I'm confused if Moshmaster D wants me to support Nikki or not. I don't get it.
I don't know.
He says good, very good. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Moshmaster, I do love you. Tons of money. You definitely help the show. I don't know what you want. I'm not going to make up my opinion for you. I love you. Didn't Joe say Nikki is his favorite diva? No. No.
I think I remember that.
So let's go back and let's fix this. I've been saying Sasha Banks is my favorite diva for about a year now.
Yes, you have.
Okay? I've been in love with Sasha Banks for a year. So much, even crazier than that, I went to wrestling school with her and didn't realize it was her. How about that? That's fucking
And then she
wild.
came out in a Mercedes. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. It was Eddie Guerrero on her.
Viva
No,
la
I'm not supporting Nikki. Why do people think I'm supporting Nikki?
I don't know.
I'm not supporting Nikki. I'm telling you what WWE is going to do with Nikki.
I think now you're getting trolled.
Yeah. I don't support. I support Sasha Banks, and I fucking love her. And if you go back and watch any of my content, and if you are a real Joe Cronin fan, you know all my videos, I basically have an orgasm when I talk about Sasha Banks.
You just pulled the real fan shit. Oh, what a CM Punk move.
You like that?
I do like that. I like Charlotte a lot. I think I'm Sasha a lot. I love Charlotte. God damn it, I love Sasha.
I don't know who you love right now.
I do love, but Charlotte's my girl, man. I
think Sasha is. I mean, I think Charlotte is WWE's girl too. I think that they would prefer.
Yeah,
because of Ric Flair and the heritage, I think they'd prefer to move with her.
Good, man. She's physically dominating.
Here's why I go with Charlotte too. Here's the thing: I think what's happened is Sasha is the girl. She's over everyone.
Yeah.
But remember, what did we go back like 6 months to 8 months? Not even go back 6 months. 6 months ago, We like Charlotte a little bit. We like Charlotte. I mean, I'm sorry, we like Sasha a little bit.
Yeah.
But what were we saying? It's Charlotte's time to come up.
Yeah.
We were saying 6 months ago, Charlotte, it's time to come up, and we were mad that she lost on Raw in some weird fucking match to some shit diva. I don't even remember who it was.
It was Natalya.
Oh, well, maybe not some shit diva, but it was some shit ending, like some little roll up or something.
Yeah,
so
it was a 2-minute match.
So we thought that Charlotte was going to come up then, and that then NXT would be left to like Sasha and Becky Lynch and all them, and Charlotte was going to already be up in the WWE when she didn't get pulled up.
6 months ago, 7 months ago, Becky wasn't even on the horizon.
Becky
yet.
wasn't
Becky
even
had
close.
Such a quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So that means so in my opinion, in my head, I don't mind that Charlotte's going to get the push first.
Yeah.
Even though Sasha is the one that's the most over. They may need to be careful with that. And they may obviously need to get the belt off Nikki. Once she sets the record and they give it to her, take the belt off Nikki is what I would do personally as Joe Cronin, I'll tell you right now. You take the belt off Nikki and you let Sasha and Charlotte tear it apart at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because now you've given Charlotte, the one who was in line, who deserves to be there, the chance, and you give the one who is the most over, Sasha Banks, the other chance. Mm-hmm. And bam, you got WrestleMania.
See, I do it a little bit differently.
Do not do a triple threat match, please.
No.
They're going to, though, I think.
I do it a little bit differently.
Okay.
I still have the same match at WrestleMania, but the reason why I go with it now, you take the belt off of Nikki a day before her streak, it's because Nikki's not going to go anywhere. So you need Nikki to bridge the gap a little bit and give us something until Survivor Series. So you have her as this pissed off Uber diva who got her streak taken from Charlotte. So that match at fucking Night of Champions is now huge. The rematch becomes a huge deal, and I think becomes a selling point. And then you have Charlotte go over again.
I think it's less because now Nikki's streak is over, and who cares?
Yeah, but I mean, once she has the streak, it's just a matter of time. So I think there's so much more intrigue in you taking it the day of, because that's such a shocking thing to do, because nobody's going to really expect it to happen. Instead of letting her get the streak, and then she could just lose it at any time. It doesn't matter as much.
Even though I don't like Nikki Bella that much, but Mosh Master D, I do have to say I don't think she's the least over WWE Divas champion.
Ever?
He says she's the least over champion ever.
I think she's definitely she's up there.
Nikki?
I'm trying to think of like long-term champions, because you could say Alicia Fox, but she had it for like what, a week?
I mean, you want to talk about least over champions? All right, I'm trying to think of the Divas and women's champions of the past.
Well, women's champion, it's
I don't care either one. Nikki
Holly,
Bella,
Holly, Ivory.
Yeah, I thought that was just a pass the buck. I think Nikki's really over as a piece of shit.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think some people dig her as far as the heel thing, but I think more people just don't give a fuck, and that's the worst thing. It's just
I don't love her. But I think she's working as a heel with the belt right now. I think that's
I just kind of wish she was on her own. I'm tired of the Bellas. I'm not tired of Nikki Bella as much as I am tired of the Bellas.
Yeah.
I'm strung the fuck out on them, dude.
I am done with him as well, but I can't help but say that I think she's doing a surprisingly.
Yeah.
I believe her as the heel diva with the belt. It's the first time, even though I don't like Nikki Bella, it's the first time that I've ever thought, wow, this is a heel diva with the title.
See, I got that out of Beth. Beth Phoenix did that for me, like something fierce.
But
when Beth Phoenix held
over.
the title, she was a great heel champ.
I agree with that too. I do agree with that. I like Beth Phoenix.
Heel champ.
But that was 2.5 years ago.
It was a long time ago. Lay Cool did it too. I thought Lay Cool, even though they're not the beautiful people, I agree with that 100%. But they were a good heel champ. I did enjoy that run.
I did enjoy Michelle McCool and the French chick, whatever her name was.
Oh, Maurice,
where did they all go? Why did
Maurice is the Mrs. Wife.
I thought they were good. I thought they were kind of good as heels. Yeah. Once again, I don't know if I love their wrestling, but I liked them as heels. I hated them.
I'm with that with Eve Torres, man. I think Eve Torres could, if she would have put more time as well, she was becoming really good in the ring, and she was smoking hot as a heel.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think she could have been one of them as well.
Adrian Gomez goes, I keep getting advertisements. The hell?
Watch the ad, buy whatever they want, and keep supporting.
Yeah, I feel bad. I didn't. This was set up for ads, but people that are watching aren't getting it, and I might turn ads off for the weekend after tonight's show. To be honest,
I don't blame you.
So look forward to that.
Let me ask you a question.
Kelly might come back.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. She's at least. Well, what she said was, if they said, "Hey, Barbie, we think you have one more run in her," she'd consider it. Is what she said. I mean, I don't.
Yeah. Well, what's she doing now?
She's making money, dude. She's on television shows with some of the other former divas. They're doing good. They're doing good with internet stuff. They're just talking. Candice, Michelle, her, a couple of the others. They're doing their thing. She's also modeling like a mofo, and she's taking independent dates. Kelly's doing.
I saw her at FanFest, and it was just like, whoa, what's this?
Barbie Blank.
She was at FanFest.
Yeah, she's doing just fine as far as I understand.
No,
and she's I think she's married to a hockey guy.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
A hockey player. Hey, what do you think of the rumor about John Cena protecting Nikki? Do you believe that or not?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm worried.
It's a Meltzer rumor. Keep that in mind.
This is what I'm saying. I think that they're trying to think about it. She signed on again. She's got the title. She wants to beat AJ. She wants to do something. It makes perfect sense to me that there's two things that could happen. They could give her the title till WrestleMania, take it off for WrestleMania, or they could let her get her streak at least. Let her become the longest running ever Divas champion, and then they can take it off her.
Yeah, I'm just not. I don't think it really does much. I mean, nobody's going to give a shit if
you don't think it does much. Yes, that's true. No. I don't believe so either. I'm talking about what her influence is in the back with John Cena.
I understand that too, but it has nothing to do with her. It's more about John Cena, if that's to be true.
All of that, I think it is true.
And she does have some pull because of Total Divas.
We will find out.
And that's the biggest factor. So I don't know. But I still think that she's going to lose this belt. I just have a feeling that they're going to pull something here.
We will find out. If Nikki Bella loses the title before her streak, before she becomes the longest running WWE Divas champion, if she gives it up before that happens, I will give Nikki Bella so much credit that you won't believe. I will give her so much respect, and I will call bullshit on the pull shit ever happening again.
I think it's the right move.
If that happens. If Nikki Bella, though, gives it up before WrestleMania, then I will see it as they looked at it from our point of view. Let's get the best wrestlers we can for WrestleMania. And here's the third way they go. There's the two ways. The first way is giving Nikki her binky. The second way, or it was the other way. The second way is getting the best wrestling for WrestleMania that you can. The third way is being even more of a prick, and Nikki Bella goes into WrestleMania with the belt, and it will, no doubt, if Nikki Bella goes into WrestleMania with the belt, I'm going to go ahead and say that it will be a triple threat, if not a four-way.
See, that's that is the biggest problem with Nikki. That's the biggest problem with Nikki is with her as champion, you have to add more than one person most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. You're right.
That's the biggest issue with her is because as much as she's improved, she just can't hang with these girls, man.
But that's why I say let her beat let her become the longest running Divas champion ever. That will satisfy her. They'll get AJ out of the picture too. And then also you can take the belt off of her and give it to whoever, and then they can face Sasha at WrestleMania, and you have yourself the wrestling match that you'd want at WrestleMania.
Well, there's something we're not considering. I just thought about it because I remember reading about this, and this is actually very important, and it could be the reason why they even introduced the possibility of Charlotte getting the match before the streak. About 2 weeks ago, there was a big report about Nikki Bella wrestling hurt, that she's having back and shoulder problems currently.
I heard that too. Yeah, you're right.
What if that is worse than? What if it is as bad as some of the reports said? Maybe she wants to drop the belt so she can go away for a little while. Maybe she figures she drops the belt now, and then that way she's the second longest reigning Divas champion. And when she does come back in 4, 5, 6 months, she's got a real big chip on her shoulder.
Yeah.
You know, and that could be intriguing. And you bring her back without the Bellas. You bring her back without Brie. She doesn't need the albatross. There was a time where the Bellas needed each other to sell. That's not the case anymore. Nikki needs to be on her own. They're better apart at this point. I really firmly believe that.
Yeah,
because Brie is god awful.
If you're watching right now live, we're recording live just for your benefit. We're recording this, so if you're seeing ads, the ads won't be on the recording. You're just seeing them now. I did take them off though, so they could make it a little better for you. Especially since you guys helped out during the other show. We don't need ads right now at all. We don't need any ads. The fans fucking bought my show tonight.
You guys took care of it, buddy.
You paid for the show for weeks. So hopefully the ads won't play anymore for you. I turned them off. Kelly, Alex Williams says no, she was pretty bad.
At times, but I felt that she, you know what, she was so hot I didn't care.
Yeah,
I can't even evaluate her wrestling.
I feel like she's the face Nikki Bella. You know what I mean? Like if she comes back, it's just we're taking steps backwards.
Well, I mean, in a lot of ways, she's Eva Marie. She's not as polarizing by any stretch because there's so much hatred on Eva Marie, but she is kind of the blueprint of what they're kind of hoping that Eva Marie turns into. Mm-hmm. You know, the way Kelly was. She was gorgeous. Nobody cared about her wrestling, and they were kind of hoping the same thing with Eva.
I want to get to that Eva Marie NXT thing. I immediately thought that it was a work because I thought that they purposely did that to piss the crowd off.
Now, after watching it, I think it was a legitimate botch.
Yeah, people think it's a botch. But the thing is, why in the world, after something like that, would then Eva just beat her? You know what I mean?
I think because the ref might have said something. And because, remember, the camera pulls away, I think that he just, sometimes in a situation like that, they're like, finish. And they just hit the finisher. Because it was just so weird. And the thing was, when you told me about that, it was before I watched the match. It's really, really unfortunate that happened because I felt that was the absolute best version of Eva Marie that we've seen. I thought she was so improved over how she's been the last few weeks. She was really, really decent. She wasn't good.
She was starting to get on Nikki Bella's level, almost.
Yeah, she wasn't like what we're seeing. She's not goddamn Charlotte or Sasha, nor will she ever will be. But a lot of the problems that I've criticized her on, as far as her like mechanical way she runs, she was looking more athletic. She looked more loose. Her facial expressions, everything was so much better. She was more crisp, more fluid. And then that happened. And that's unfortunate. But I have a little bit more hope for Eva than I did in the past. And she's still so smart.
Yeah, I have a little hope for her too, but
I want to lick her butthole. I'm just saying.
I still am going with it. It was a work, even though it looked awkward like a botch. But I'm just saying they could have taken that match off. They could have easily removed that from television.
They could have, but they didn't. They didn't remove the last botch, which was on a bigger scale.
But what it did, right? But what it did do is, even if it was a botch or wasn't a botch, it worked to make her even more of a heel.
Yeah.
Because the crowd that was the loudest the crowd had been almost. Think about it. Like they
piled on, dude.
They were like, "Oh, we don't like Eva, boo, this sucks." And then all of a sudden she doesn't kick out really when she's supposed to kick out, I guess, maybe. And then they just went crazy. Boo! Like they were fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Like she had them, dude. She got heat big time. Well, it doesn't matter with her.
It didn't take much to get her a little bit more heat because she's already so hated. But you know, it was a very good mistake.
Think about it though. That is one of the worst botches. If that's a botch, if it's real, even if it's not real,
yeah,
that is one of the most egregious looking pins I've ever seen in WWE. It's the
stopping short. Yeah,
top 3.
Yeah. It was so blatant, the ref stopping short, and it was so ugly. It looked so bad.
Right.
And then the camera pulling away didn't help either, by the way.
They cut on the 3rd count. That way you could sit there and think, did he count? I don't know what happened. That way
that's what made me think that it was definitely a botch, because they pulled away like they normally would when somebody kicks out, because they do the stupid motion camera when someone pulls out like that when they kick out. So them pulling out wouldn't have looked bad had she kicked out, because it kind of made sense. It's what they always do. But when they pulled away and she didn't move, it made it look even worse.
She like lifted her shoulder at the end, like her right shoulder. She pushed it over, but it was afterwards. It was weird.
It was after he had already fucking held his count for a good half second. It was bad, man. It was really bad.
It was bad, but something about it. I feel like it was. I don't know. I feel like it was purpose. But
I most of the time when I can't tell it, because I'm with you where I think it could have definitely been, I kind of go with the majority of all of the smart sites, and the Wrestling Inc. was the first review that I read, and they were like, in an obvious botch, and some other people were writing the same thing. So,
yeah.
And I didn't hear anything about it either. That's another thing.
Yeah, it's very confusing. In fact, it's very interesting because it shows you. There's a lot of people that we know that watch NXT.
Yeah.
But it shows you how many people aren't watching NXT.
Yeah.
Because so many people I brought that up to, I said, "Did you see that?" And they were like, "I don't know. I don't watch it."
Well, it's about 1/4 of the audience of Raw.
It is unbelievable to me that there are people that have not watched NXT TakeOver.
Yeah.
I can't believe that there are people that watch SummerSlam that did not watch NXT TakeOver. NXT TakeOver was fucking amazing. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
SummerSlam was good, but NXT TakeOver, it's unbelievable to me.
It's not even comparable. Not even comparable.
Sasha Banks versus Bayley is like one of the greatest women's matches of all time.
It is.
And if you didn't watch that,
match.
fuck yourself. And if you didn't watch that, watch it now. Watch it tonight when we're done, or watch it whatever, because it is so good. You got to watch it from beginning to end. And when it's over, you'll be like, "This is wrestling."
Yep.
That's what you'll say. This is wrestling.
That's exactly how you'll feel. Yeah.
So anyway, we got a little bit of time left. I want to rapidly run through some other points before we get out of here. Dudley Boyz back. Are they going to become tag team champions?
No, I don't think that's their purpose. I think their purpose here is what we're seeing with the New Day, and it is fantastic.
Wouldn't it be good if the New Day was allowed to like fucking just bury them somehow?
They kind of are. I don't know if you saw SmackDown or not.
No, I missed it.
Oh my God. For one, it's the best SmackDown of the year.
Oh.
Two, it was that good.
I do record them, so I will watch it though.
It was really good. Second, it is the New Day, and you're probably going to think the same thing I did. It felt like a DX night. Remember when DX would just run the fucking show?
Yeah.
You'd see DX throughout the show. It's how it was. We had New Day start off the show with the anti-Dudley's promo, which was hysterical. Then they went on commentary and took over the commentary booth, which was hysterical, and called the match between the Primetime Players and the Dudleys, which was a good, really, really good match. Mm-hmm. And then they were in the main event.
Oh, they didn't do their poses and their moves. I got to interrupt you. I totally disagree with you. Like a week or two ago, you went on some thing.
I talked about the Dudleys, yeah.
You talked about the Dudleys and how they weren't impressing you because they did their same moves or something. And I was like, what the fuck? That's what you got out of that? I didn't get that out of that at all. They showed up on Raw. They did a few of their moves. But you talked about how you were worried about their wrestling and they're old now or something. Yep. And I was like, I think you're fucking wrong.
Well, here's the thing. At the time, I feel I'm still right about that. At the time, on Raw, when they made their return, it wasn't an issue. It was the SmackDown after that I was talking about. The wrestling, if you go back and watch that SmackDown, it was a terrible match. They did look old. They didn't look very good in the ring. And
okay.
The thing that I was talking about,
I missed that SmackDown, so that explains why I didn't see that.
Yeah,
so there you go.
It's okay. And like he would go, Devon, get the tables, and then he starts going, tables. He starts being a caricature of himself. That's why I'm saying don't be a caricature of the Dudleys, just be a Dudley. And then what have they done since then? They turned it back and just started being the Dudley Boyz again.
Okay.
And that's why I'm putting them over again.
Okay.
I mean, so that's all.
That's fine. I'm glad you explained it because I didn't know, from my opinion, and it's my fault because I didn't watch SmackDown. So I'm thinking of the Raw and the other times, and I'm like, well, he's crazy. So yeah. I missed that SmackDown though. So there you go. That's perfect. I get what you're saying, and I believe exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, but now they seem to have righted that ship.
Yeah.
And now they're just, I think somebody might have said it to him. Like, dial it back. Who cares? You don't need to chant tables with the crowd after. Who gives a shit about that?
Right.
They want to see you. They don't want to, it's fine. And they seem to have gone with that. Now they're talking. At the end of this match with the fucking primetime players, Kofi Kingston runs into the ring and fucking like slaps Bubba in the back of his head and runs out of the ring. It's absolutely shit-droppingly funny.
Wow.
It's hysterical. And I love what the New Day is the hottest thing WWE has right now outside of Kevin Owens.
Which is so funny because when they came out and they put them together and they were like, we're good, everyone was like, fuck you. And then they finally flipped them, and then we still were kind of like, yeah, fuck you. And then they finally got to do their own deal, it seemed like, and then we were like, yeah, we like this now.
And now it's on fire.
And now it's on fire, you're right. And they should do it. They should pull a New Age Outlaws and be there to put over the new team. And that's what Chris Jericho and all those guys coming back have done. But now we're doing it with tag teams where the Dudley Boyz are going to put over. And if I called the Dudley Boyz, I'd be like, hey, we got this new talent. We need to put them over. Want to come back for a run and make them look good? We'll make you guys look good first, but then you'll put them over. So I got to believe that the Dudley Boyz are going to put over New Day in a big way, or they're going to have a succession of matches and a rivalry.
Yeah. Maybe you want to give them the 10-time champion thing. Maybe
I think they should do that. Although that is an interesting thing for them to want to get, and then if they don't get it, that's interesting too.
Yeah, that's why that's where they're going with it. That's their whole reason. We want to be the 10-time champion. So that's their motivation for it, and that's really cool. But whether they get it or not, there's intrigue there, and it's a long-term rivalry that you could build with New Day. And you're doing this while apparently they're going to be rebranding, once again, repackaging Los Matadores. You have the primetime players.
What are they going to repackage them as? What's going to happen?
I have no idea, but the Los Matadores thing looked like it has played its course.
I hope so.
Lucha Dragons. You got a returning Usos coming really soon. You have the possibility of having the Wyatts, this new team of Harper and Braun Strowman, which is terrifying if that works.
And please no. First of all, before I start this, WrestleCrate.com, guys, I want to remind you guys, we're brought to you by WrestleCrate.com. Go to WrestleCrate.com, get your monthly WrestleCrate box. You've seen me open my WrestleCrates on the show. You can tweet them at WrestleCrates on Twitter. Tell them Joe Cronin sent you. But if you go to WrestleCrate.com, enter in coupon code Joe Sent Me, and you're going to get 10% off of your WrestleCrate. You can be like me and my son opening up WrestleCrate every single month.
It's so cute.
But I do hope that I'm going to sit up here for a second. I do hope that if they what were we talking about?
Tag teams.
Oh, tag teams. Oh yeah. So I still don't know what I was going to say.
I just said the Harper and Braun Strowman thing.
Okay. So please do not put Roman Reigns with Dean and Roman.
It kind of looks like that could happen.
Rowan.
And that scares me. It scares me that Rowan might be coming back for that. I hope not. I hope that he just comes back as a Wyatt and Dean and fucking Reigns start recruiting. I got a feeling the third guy's going to be Samoa Joe. I just got a feeling.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
I know what you could do. I got the answer for this whole thing, right? Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns need a third guy, right? Mm-hmm. Rowan shows up to be their third guy. They go into the pay-per-view. Rowan turns on them at the pay-per-view. And all four of the Wyatt family bury Roman Reigns and are burying Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. And at the pay-per-view, and then Samoa Joe comes out to help them. Or something like that. Or whatever. But I would be in favor of Rowan appearing to be on Dean and Roman Reigns' side.
Yeah.
And then not being. Because if he was really on their side and we had to deal with Rowan. So Rowan's not good enough to be in the Wyatt family.
Well, he's hurt. I mean, that's the thing.
No, but in my opinion, he sucks.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, Rowan's not good enough to be in the Wyatt family. He's like the third wheel. He's the worst of all of them. But he looks good. So
he's good when he's with the Wyatt family. But on his own, you're right.
I like him as a Wyatt family member. I do. But as a wrestler, I don't want to see him at all.
Yeah.
But with Wyatt, I like him. I think he's viable and good in that role. So I think it would be viable to have him come back and pretend to be with Dean and Roman and then attack them, whatever. And what I just said, basically.
See, I don't think he's well enough to come back anyway, so that might be a moot point right at this moment.
Yeah.
What I would do is, because you need to kind of even up the match right now, and going into Survivor Series, which we know is a 4 or 5-on-5 type of situation, I think you bring in Samoa Joe now for Night of Champions. I would bring him in on Monday to be that third guy. And he's a veteran. He's a machine. He's someone who can. There's not too many guys that you could say can do something to Braun Strowman. Samoa Joe's one of those guys.
Yeah.
So I think the Samoan thing with him and Roman, you always have that as well. So there's a lot of different ways that you can tie that in. And then if you want to add yet another Wyatt member after that, whether it be Eric Rowan or whatever, and then we build it to Survivor Series. I think there's a few different ways to go.
I agree. I just had to send a text message to Real Talk, who tweeted me.
Oh, the man.
I love the way Monetize this end. I loved it. I'm gonna end it with his fucking song every week if that happens.
I was using all of his different music, and I was getting hit on copyright stuff. So that's why I asked him to make me a theme song for the show, and he was, I'm already making one for you. I'm like, oh, no shit. And that's how Brock Lesnar came to be.
Wow.
Which is incredible. It's awesome.
Oh, wow. And on top of that, Isaac Rojas has sent me a Monetize This logo.
I'm going to kick him in the dick.
I love this. It's it's monetized in smaller letters at the top, and then this is in huge letters in gold, and then it reflects off the bottom, and it's cool.
I'm gonna kill him. What about me? What about Raven?
What about Raven? What about that fan who pulled him out by the hair out of the ring? Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
The fuck? And it's funny that he like shakes his jacket back on and gets right back in the ring.
He's a pro.
He was like, no, I got to get back in and cut my promo the right way and not break character.
I'm actually quite a big fan of Ravens. I always liked him a lot, man.
Yeah.
There's something very intriguing about that guy. And then he got really doughy and cut his hair.
Johnny Polo. I think I would have snapped and beat the shit out of that guy.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't even tell you. I mean, I've had moments when I did the same thing where I didn't even I totally ignored what happened and went right back to being pro. Yeah. I've had that too. So I don't know. But looking at it on video, I'm like, no, I would have beat the shit out of that guy. If some guy removed me from a ring on pro wrestling and TV by my hair.
By your hair. Yeah,
and I landed outside the ring and ripped my jacket. I'm telling you, I would have assumed he was trying to stab me or who knows what. I would have beat the shit out of that guy. I would have attempted, I don't care if the security already had him tackled, I would have attempted to step on his head.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe that Raven just was like, right back to my promo. And maybe that shows how much he thought about that promo and was like, I'm doing this the way I'm supposed to. You know, I mean, like, it's happened in my backyard wrestling to me, too. Yeah. I remember we were in the backyard wrestling, and I was supposed to hit the guy with the ladder, and then, stand over him and tell him how I'm, he's a piece of shit and I'm better than him. And as I was about to hit him with the ladder, I slipped, and I hit my balls on the picnic table. And I wanted to start crying almost, and it was that painful. And instead, I screamed over him, still pointed, flipped out and threw the ladder down and yelled at him. And as I walked away, you can see me almost grab my balls. And as soon as I cut the camera, I'm like I fell over on the ground, grabbing my balls.
Oh my god!
But most people would be like right away, be like, I'm done. I mean, maybe it took me time for the adrenaline, or I don't know, but. That's a weird example, but it's like
hey, it works.
It's the only one I have to compare that to. And I was like, no, show must go on. Even though nobody's here, and I could just edit this tape later.
Nobody's here at all. But fuck it.
I'm just in my backyard. I could just edit this, whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to clear up before we get out of here? State of the WWE?
No, not really. I think that we've hit just about everything at the moment.
I think there's plenty of stuff that we could go on about forever.
Oh, sure. You want to do another hour?
The state of Kevin Owens and things like that, and
you missed SmackDown, bud.
I did miss.
You
SmackDown.
don't know.
I don't know. Please tell me.
Oh my God! So Kevin Owens does this really good promo, shocker, interview with Renee Young, and she's asking him what's next, and he gives her a whole bunch of shit, and he's like, I don't need anything next, but I have talking about this, and he goes, I guess you could say that I need to be fed more of this, that I have a hunger. So it seems to me Intercontinental title shot, exactly where we thought he should go next, is where he's going next. And it's the right move. Him and Ryback, man. If Ryback can't make it work with Kevin Owens, there's no hope for Ryback.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is awesome. Win or lose, if Kevin Owens wins or loses, if this is a long-term feud, whatever it means, this is good for the Intercontinental title, and it's really good for Ryback. He needs this.
It is amazing that that the WWE has taken an indie guy that we've all loved for years, Kevin Steen, turned him into Kevin Owens, and he's delivered. And now it's like, no matter what you do, because Kevin Owens is so over, because he's such a good wrestler, you can even put him with Ryback, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's how good it is. I mean, like, holy shit.
It's the first time the Intercontinental title's mattered since he won it. It's the first time since he won it that it matters.
If you put that title on Kevin Owens, I got a steen in my pants.
I just bonered.
Unbelievable. It's crazy. There's a debate going on in the chat. I've noticed people fighting with each other. It's very interesting. It's very fun to watch. Anyway, but Daniel Bryan could be coming back soon. How about Daniel Bryan coming back?
That's I hope that it's true. I do. But I'm also worried.
A monster, I turn into a
that
monster.
Was a cool fucking. That was such a cool package.
How about that video? Right, that video
such
package.
A cool package.
If that didn't give you a hard on, that was right before WrestleMania.
It was
amazing video package. That was so good.
I worry for him though, bud.
I do worry for him, and we're talking about me with two of my neck injuries. Like right now, I got to be honest. I don't know if someone told me like you can get in the ring, I think I'd have to have a scan first, and I don't know what they'd find.
Yeah,
I may be Corey Graves for all I know. The other day I did a fucking
with that stack of damn neck of yours.
With that damn neck of yours, you bastard. I think I needed therapy and I didn't get it. I didn't do it, but so I am. I don't know what Daniel Bryan's deal is, but watching that WrestleMania 30, man, it was great. That whole year was a ride. First of all, it was the year I decided to start my show. Yeah. So we started my show that year, and then of course, after a few shows, SummerSlam happened, and that was the Daniel Bryan SummerSlam where he won and then lost, and it was like, we were on from there. And then WrestleMania 30, it was so good. It's really is nostalgic to look back on that. Like only a year and a half ago now or whatever.
If he does come back, the potential is tell me that you would not want to see where Seth Rollins is right now with Daniel Bryan. Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan. Cesaro, Daniel Bryan even makes me hard right now. But here's the one that gets me. Here's the one that gets me really excited. 6 months from now. Daniel Bryan and Finn fucking Balor.
Yeah.
Dude, their styles match up so wonderfully.
Yep.
Oh, Hideo Itami, Daniel Bryan. Oh my God, I'm freaking myself out.
It's going crazy. It's good.
But I just worry so much about him because I just don't think he can take it.
I don't know what's really happening is the problem. I don't know what's going on.
Well, there are some doctors that are not clearing him for a reason. And given the fact that he tried to come back without doing the surgeries that WWE wanted him to do in the first place, he decided to do his own brand of rehab, and then he got hurt again immediately almost. It's disconcerting, to say the least.
People may be writing incorrect things. Someone, Masters, is saying, no, this is going off topic a little bit. Kevin Owens accidentally landed on Cena's neck mid-sunset flip. That's not true. That's not what happened.
No, that didn't happen.
That
didn't happen.
All right. Kevin Owens did not accidentally land on Cena's neck mid-sunset flip. You are wrong.
Wrong.
P-mastered, you're wrong. That is not correct. What happened is Cena went to flip over Kevin Owens to do the sunset flip. When Cena rolled over him, he landed on his own head.
Yeah.
So it's actually mostly, I believe, Cena's fault. Unless
I'm looking at it again.
Unless
in fact, it's not even anywhere close to Kevin Owens landing on him. Cena goes to the side. You can even see. I just watched
video.
Again.
We have video of it.
We have video.
You want to
see it?
I'll put the video up.
Play it. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's play it because I don't want people to think that Kevin Owens did something wrong. That bothers me. How dare you think that the captain Kevin Owens? Killer Kevin Owens.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. We're wrong. We're idiots.
What's that? What's going on?
I just watched. Put it up. He's right. We're 100%. We're wrong.
Really?
Yeah, put it up. Put it up and you'll see it. Watch
Oh,
to
no.
the end of the video. Kevin Owens, he sits on his head.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So
you know what?
so now we were all clamoring for this indie style wrestling, and
I
Seth
didn't
Rollins
watch the
has
whole
broken his
video.
nose, and now Owens has broken his head.
I didn't watch the entire video even earlier. I just thought I saw the first sunset flip.
I can't
but
find
he goes
it anymore.
for a power bomb. You know that flipping power bomb that Cena's been doing?
Yes.
Which this is not. I don't think this is on Owens that much because it's an awkward move to begin with, especially with a guy who's big
I can't
as
find
Cena
the
is.
video. It's not up.
Hold on, I'll give it to you. He they waddle back and forth, and then Cena goes for the flip, and Owens kind of drops here. I'm putting in chat right now. There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, no, I still can't find it. I found it earlier.
I just gave it to you.
All right. Why the fuck isn't it on Wrestle Inc?
It is. Third link down.
I guess it's not in there.
That's the
Oh,
fourth
it took
one.
a second to load. It took a second to load is what it was. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to get the video.
There you go.
All right, let's figure this out.
I'm sorry, it was the fifth link down on Wrestling.
All right, here we go. Oh, that was it right there?
Yeah, the second one, yeah.
It didn't look that bad.
It looked pretty bad to me. He definitely sits on his head. He sits down on his neck and head.
It looks like he rolls on his back. It looks like Cena tucked his head in time.
I don't know. I didn't see the tuck.
It looks like Cena tucks his head. Tuck.
The first time, yeah.
Swing,
The first
tuck.
roll. But
No, the last one. The last one. Cena's head swings outward to the right, but then swings back under Kevin's legs.
I don't know. It looks like the back of Kevin's leg definitely lands on his face and neck.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I would say that it doesn't look like Cena's head cripples in the mat the wrong way. He lands on the mat with his back the right way, but you're right. It could be that Kevin Owens lands on his head afterwards.
If that's the case, he lands on his face with that broken nose. Yeah, that's ugly.
The fans in the video go, "What the fuck was that?"
Well, yeah. So the guy in the chat, you're
no.
partially right. It does look like he lands on his head at first glance.
All right, it wasn't what I thought at all.
Oh, I guess Isaac heard me call him a piece of shit or something because now he wrote me.
Oh yeah. Well, don't listen to him, Isaac. Isaac, thank you very much. Monetize this. He's got the logo going for me because I told him I was going to make an iTunes channel. But I do want to let everybody know we're going to make a separate iTunes for Monetize This, and I'm going to upload all 42 Monetize Thises to iTunes and weekly. So I hope you go to download it on iTunes. I will get that going soon, so you'll have information on that.
Yeah.
And Isaac made me some good imagery.
He's hooking me up with a new football background for my new football show that I'm doing every Sunday.
Oh, maybe he will.
But that's what he just wrote me. He said, "Calm down, you fat fuckhead." Fuckhead.
Clayton Burney wrote, "I am not the White Sox fan you were talking about, am I?" He was him though, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Cleton. It was Clayton.
Well,
it
it was
is
White
Clayton.
Sox. I thought it was White Sox something.
Yeah, it is. He is the guy. He's the guy who opened up. He bought WWE Topps Chrome. I think I saw him on the list.
I don't know. I don't know who it was that you lost it on on my show.
No, I didn't lose it on him. He was a great guy.
Oh, well, you lost it on somebody.
He
on my
purchased
show.
something off of Yucky Gamer.
I don't know.
Let me see. Robert Porbusky said, "First time watching Monetize This since subbing you 2 months back. Been missing out. Keep up the good work." He's happy it's back.
Oh, you're good. I'm glad to hear that.
I am happy too. All right, here's the Monetize This logo. So everybody tell me what you think. I think it looks good. I think it's great, especially for like iTunes. I think it's gonna. Maybe I'll tweak it a little bit. Like I'll add some stuff to it. I don't know, but it looks good to me. Isaac might make more, so we'll see. He might make a few of them, but this is what he's got so far, and I like. This looks awesome. With the fucking ground reflecting the fucking thing. I like that.
I can't wait to see it. It should be good.
It looks pretty cool. I think he can do a few others that might even be better than this, but I think this is
He's an uber talented guy.
This is great. Oh, it looks so good. I mean, I can do some stuff, but this is making
Just
me
masturbate on it.
making me queef. So that's it. I mean, this is State of the WWE episode 45, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you can click the like button if you liked what we did today, or go back and watch the previous 44 episodes. I thank you for subscribing, and if you're new to the channel, I hope you do subscribe to me, youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show, and also make sure to subscribe to Dave on Dave's channel, my co-host, The Dead on Dave on YouTube. Just started his channel almost a year ago, and he's over 1,000 subs now, hitting 1,300.
Yeah, 1,314 as of this moment. Thank you guys so much for the support. It means everything. September 21st marks 1 year, and we're going to do something special. So
it's coming up September 21st, and so maybe we can get to 1,400 by then. And, of course, I'm coming up on 18,000.
Oh, ridiculous.
Which is crazy. So thank you for that, guys. I appreciate it. State of the WWE, it's a good state, I think, right now. Better than where we were last year. Yeah. So I will say that this year it's gotten better. There's still plenty to complain about, though.
Sure, but it's definitely trending upwards.
Trending upwards, I would agree. And so isn't their stock, if you've been paying attention to that.
Yes, it is. Jesus.
At Joe Cronin Show on Twitter. Dave, where can we hit you on Twitter?
At Dead on Dave V.
Dead on Dave V on Twitter. Hit us both up on Twitter. Tweet both of us at the same time and say, cock and balls. And we'll probably respond to you on Twitter. It'll be amazing. Thank you guys so much for the donation support tonight during Monetize This. Monetize This, the last week and this week were amazing hits. And it's been a blast. And I can't wait till next Friday to do Monetize This again. And I'll wait to see you guys there. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.